can edit out Paul if you don't want to be called Paul.
That's fine. Paul's fine.
Yeah?
As long as they know it.
Never met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait. Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. You had long hair and a short miniskirt.
Obviously, I hope I look like I've been dancing my ass off for about 3 hours.
Well, you know, you're so composed, but, you know, your enthusiasm shows.
No, we had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, I had a blast, man.
Yes.
Did you have fun? Is that what you said? Did you ask me if I had a lot of fun? I had a blast, yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good. I can tell.
Yeah.
You're singing along the whole time and all
It's
that.
sweaty
And you're not back till June.
Yeah, June, I think June 20th or 21st.
So what's between now and June? And before you answer, is going to the Junos part of that?
Yes, I'm going to the Junos next
Or-
weekend. Yeah, I got nominated for Producer of the Year on the Bucks 65 record, so I'm going to go wear a suit and walk the red carpet and
Good.
style out. And then after that, me and Buck are going on tour, 20 dates.
Again?
Yep, across Canada.
In your same little Love Nest van?
Yes.
same little gang?
No, I think it's going to be a nicer van, but
Yeah?
it's it's going to be a bus actually.
Nice.
And then we're going to go from St. John's, Newfoundland to Tofino. We're doing like the true coast-to-coast
Really?
Canadian, like
That'll be nice.
the Canadian tour that most people are afraid to do. Is basically what we're
So after doing your U.S. tour, how will this differ, you think? I mean, obviously the familiarity of
Yeah,
cities.
well,
and
I think, you know,
different
Buck's a bit, like, in the States, Buck's still pretty, underground.
Yeah,
And in Canada, Buck's a bit more of like an icon of sorts.
Absolutely.
So, fun playing shows, and just in Canada, it's nice and comfortable and at home. And we haven't toured since the record was out. It's been out since October, so
That's right.
I'm really excited to like go see people who've had the record for 6 months and can sing along. And
it's a huge compliment with your nomination, not just due to the huge success of your album, and not just due to the title, which is the nomination, being Producer of the Year, but who you're up against.
yeah,
I mean,
Bob Rock,
yeah,
as
Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
He produced Michael Bublé. He
Joni
produced
Mitchell.
Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Yeah,
Joni
Metallica,
Mitchell.
everyone to Metallica
Yeah.
to the hit.
Yeah, he
like
produced
everyone.
The hit, Bryan Adams,
Yeah.
and all this other stuff. So I looked on the website the other day, and it's like every year he's nominated for something. So it's
I
kind
know.
of cool to be nominated with him and Joni Mitchell, who like obviously known more for songwriting than her production, but still like someone that's been
who you're up against is huge.
Yeah. So and the guy that produced Serena Ryder's record, and
Yeah,
then the guy that
and she's also up for New Artist of the Year, so
Yeah.
that's like,
yeah, there's some stiff competition. I mean,
it's good though.
I kind of figure that it's very good. But I kind of figure my most impact will be made if I just try to, you know, be as flagrant as possible
Right.
on Juno weekend.
Of course.
You know, I'm gonna wear a suit. Beyond that, I'm gonna wear a tracksuit. I think the rest of the weekend.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
The athlete inside.
Yes. Well, I'm the new blood, so I gotta represent that in a little change of style.
The underdog's the best.
Yeah. New suit, old suit, tracksuit. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, Situation was a record me and Buck made over 2 years, and it was my first like crack at like a production, like an album produced on a major label, of like working with your mentor and like looking at his career and deciding like, hey, I want to like take parts of this part of your career combined with parts of that part of your career musically, and like fuse them together and make this new record, which is a bit of old and a bit of new.
Well, it's awesome. You're both so dynamic, and you come from different mediums, kind of.
Yeah.
But yet at the
Yeah.
same time, you can help each other out and fill each other's gaps in.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
Buck is an eccentric dude. I'm pretty
Totally.
eccentric in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a bit more like party oriented, and Buck's like super, you know, artistically.
But you're both intense and both meticulous, so it works,
Intense. Yeah, I like it. My parents used to call me Mr. Intensity when I was a kid. Yeah.
right? Nice. You have a posse here behind you.
These are my homies, Gordski, Special K.
What up, what up? Yeah.
Gord, I actually learned a lot of my production from Gordski. He taught me a lot.
All of it.
So.
In the green room. In the green room. Every inch of his production.
Well, it's all about,
Nice.
it's all about working with other people. Who else would you like to work with?
I don't know. I'm doing a soundtrack, well, a video game piece right now for Tom Clancy's new game called Firehawk. I'm doing like the online commercial for it. So
Wow.
we're taking Desiree, it's just like this classical piece, and I'm putting the drums underneath it and making it like heavy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's it. Like projects like that are something that I want to develop more. Like just getting my name out there as a producer and.
So how about this? The end of vinyl.
The end of vinyl.
And what do you think of
Well-
Serato and the whole technique
technology.
I mean, how you're implementing that into your on-stage performances.
Well, obviously
you're still
tonight,
collecting records.
Yeah, I still collect records. Tonight, I only use Serato because it was convenient, and I've been moving more into that as I've been touring.
Yeah.
But because it's convenient, you don't have to bring as many records, and you know, you're just it's kind of hard for the average person to understand. I really should make an instructional video about it.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, it's a term
basically Serato. Yeah, Serato is like controlling a computer with records, and it's so you only bring 2 records, your control records, and you play MP3s basically. So some people think that that's the end of vinyl, but still most of my MP3s are sourced from records. Like I record my records. Labels, like in today's music industry, they're trying to like save as much money as possible, so they're not pressing as many records. They're hardly at all pressing records, like really limited runs, and it takes longer. And we're in a like high consumption rate music industry right now. So like it takes 4 weeks to press a record. Well, once it hits the internet, 4 weeks later, it's like almost a bit old. It's just weird.
Wow.
I think it helps. Like I can still do my stuff and play my music. With the vinyl thing, I'm still buying records like every week. I was just in San Francisco and spent $400 and sent back a stack of records that
still
day.
Inspires you, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because records is always where I draw my inspiration from when I want to like make something. I go home, listen to some stuff, whether it be Al Green or something really obscure, and just like I draw a lot of inspiration from that. So I don't think vinyl, as we know, will ever really die, but definitely has slowed down. It's still the roots of what I do. That's a good point.
Someone jump the phone. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I said it's 2 o'clock in the morning.